Connie again, and I'm scrapping in my own private Idaho, and today I am participating in Christy's Beautiful Life, and I'm going to make this fun layout. This is actually day number 3 and day number 4, and so I'm going to show you the sketches really quick because I'm going to need to do that on my phone because unfortunately my printer ran out of ink, and I have not been able to refill it yet. But don't feel too sorry for me because I've actually been using it. I have one of those aqua tanks and I've been using it for 2 years, so no complaints in that department. So the paper pack, well, let me go ahead and show you the sketch, and then I will go ahead and talk about the paper and all of the things. And you know, it timed me out, so I'm going to have to take just a minute to do this. So I created this while I was at retreat, so some of the things I normally tell you what I made, but I borrowed some things, so I may not know. So the first, this side, I'll put it right here, is by Nicole Letherby, and it is such a fun layout. I think they call this Make a Scene. That's the style of layout. And then the next layout is, oops, where does it go? Oops, here, up. Wouldn't you know it? Oh, goodness. Sorry. So this was layout number 3. And it took me to the wrong place. And then this one is a grid, and this one is created by Cindy Thayer Brown. And this is a great one because it's super versatile. So unfortunately I won't be able to show you those all the way through, but this is more of a, it's not a true process video because I did make it while I was at retreat, but I am going to show you how I made this little brick thing. That's kind of my tip of the day. And so let's go ahead and get started. So on this first layout, like I said, it was a create the scene, and the paper pack that I chose to use, on her sketch, it really showed, it was kind of very almost like spring-like, and the sun, and actually my moon. I'm supposed to have a moon right here, so I'm going to go ahead and tape my moon on there because I really liked how that looked. So instead of butterflies, I used bats. Instead of flowers, I used whatever was in the paper. So let's go ahead and look at this one first, and I'll tell you about that. The first thing that I did was I gutted it. So the paper is actually sprayed, and I borrowed a spray from someone at retreat, so I can't even tell you. And then when I went to put my title on, it said show the me, because I was too busy talking. So there's a little bit of spot right there. I need to put a bat or something right there to hide that spot. So the large letters are the letters that I bought from Stampin' Up. They have a very large alphabet, and this is the very large alphabet. I think it's called the banner alphabet, maybe. I will list it below. It is still available. It's kind of spendy, but I actually have used this quite a lot. And then this one is the smallest alpha that Stampin' Up offers, and it is all in one piece, and I absolutely love that. I use that all the time. So let me show you the paper and how it started off. So I created it with this paper, and it is called Spooky Sweets, and it is every year I say I'm not going to buy any more Halloween paper because I do have quite a bit. So I won't be able to show you all of the paper because I cut it up quite well. So this one, the one that I created the scene on, this one was the first thing I did was I sprayed my background, and this is just a gloss spray, and you stand up about 6 inches. You put it in a box, and then you spray it. So I sprayed that for that, and then I started cutting into my paper. So this paper was, this was one row of it. So let's use our imagination. So it had the fence. You can see where the fence went. So I'll put what the paper was. And so I just cut that off, and let's see if we can get the. Then there's this part, and isn't this stuck? I'm gonna put the paper back. But anyway, I'll show you the rest of the paper that I didn't cut into. So there's this one. And these have a stamp and a die that you can cut out some of the little things with. I used, and I think I used one from almost every page. So this, when I put the title on, he needed some kind of place to stay, so that's what this is. And so, and then this is some more of that. And then this is some more windows. I was trying to figure out, it'd be fun to slice these windows, and I was trying to figure out how to make an advent and put candy in there. But I haven't figured that out. Give me a little bit of time. And, okay, so that is the paper pack. It does come with die cuts. Ooh, my tree fell off. There's a tree here. I did this at retreat, and then it kind of fell off. So imagine a tree. So I cut this tree in half and stuck it over here. When you see the pictures, I will fix it so that will be the case. So, so you can see the fence. So the first thing I put down was I put down this strip because I love that fence with the little crow on it. And then I tore this paper and put it on top. I stenciled my fence. Then I added my pictures. And then I added my glitter title, and then this is a die cut, and die cut, die cut, die cut. Okay, so that is that page. And then I was going to the easiest way to stretch a sketch, because for Halloween, I know I'm going to have lots of pictures. And this is actually for a calendar for some friends of mine. I do a calendar every year, so this will be the calendar page that they look at. And then when the year is done, they take the calendar apart and put it into their album, and this is the companion page. So at first I thought I was just going to spread it all the way across, and so I actually cut out the pieces to do that, but then I thought, oh, I have so many pictures. So then I decided, well, I looked at day 4, and it's perfect. So day 4 is splattered and stenciled, so I did the same process up to adding all of the pictures, and these are 2 by 2. And then these are just cut out from the paper. So anyway, I will link if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Person and you want to order this paper, I will put that information down. And so let's show you how to do this, this fence. And it just adds a little something, and it's very inexpensive. So, excuse me. I think I talked too much this weekend because my voice is done. And I might add, they have some cute little, like this little bear kind of looks like. It depends on what the kids dress up as. When I get the pictures, then I'll know. And you'll notice that my clouds, you know, I lived in Oregon for quite a few years, and it rained every Halloween. Every Halloween we got wet. So I made clouds, but instead of rain, of course, there's candy. So if you're gonna have clouds on Halloween, it really needs to have candy in them. Okay, so here's my fence. I'm going to go ahead and show you this. So I did this right on this paper, and then I stenciled it. This is not the exact one because, like I said, I was up at retreat, and so I had to change some things. But this will work. So I have included a file to cut this, a Cricut file if you have a Cricut. I will include that so that you can see, and I made it more than 6 inches because I'm going to hang it off because I don't want it to be empty like that. So you need to kind of offset it. So I'm going to grab a piece of white paper just to show you this. So, and I do have and I'm actually going to show you how it looks for 2 different ways. So let's pretend this is a 12 by 12. So if this was a 12 by 12, I would hang it off like this. So see how this one is coming, and I would put it right here. And if you wanted to put like a little pencil mark so that you weren't going too far on the paper, you could do that. So I used, oh, this is basic beige. Well, do I have a gray? I thought this was, I thought I grabbed a different color. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. So I used, on my layout, I actually used one of the grays. I can't remember. I think it was basic gray. This is actually basic beige. So all you have to do is you just, and if you want to tape it down, you're just going to very lightly go over it like this. And I'm going to do the top one using a, what are these called? A brush. And then I'll show you what it looks like if you use a dauber. You could also add water to it and do it that way, if you want to do it this way. So you can basically use whatever you have that you use to ink things. And I'm not going to do all of this because that gets to be a little bit much. But and remember, I'm playing along with Christy's Beautiful Life. There is a sketch every day. I'm a little bit behind because I was at a retreat. So what I will do, I'll have to make a couple videos for a couple days. I'll have to do two, or I might just find one that combine really well. I mean, this could not have found a better layout to combine. So if you look that up, so this is a little bit darker when I use this, but see how that is. So that is how easy it is, and to me, I guess it seems to be really trending to have kind of a scene, a build a scene layout. So this was a lot of fun, and it's cheap, and you can just if you don't want to keep it, if you don't have access to a Cricut, you have your friend cut you out one. I have a stencil that looks like this, but I just wanted to show you a cheap way to do it. So anyway, I hope you will like and subscribe to my channel. I hope you'll kind of play along. Let me show this a little bit closer because I'm looking on and you can't see it very well. But see how nice that is? It's just, it's such a cheap way to add a little interest to your layouts. But I hope you will check out some of the other girls that are playing along with 30 Days of Sketches because she's Beautiful Life. I hope you'll like and subscribe. And I hope you'll find this. Try this. It's a lot of fun. Talk to you later. Thanks so much. Bye.